Guys, my name is Rage and I am back today with the final video for the final node in Doom Chapter 2. Very excited to talk to you guys about my roster. It's going to be the same team I utilized in my last video with regards to unlocking Chapter 2-A. So this is going to be the node that unlocks Proxima Midnight. I was able to 3-star this as well with the 212k team, similar to my last video. So let's walk through my characters here and talk about their abilities and upgrades. Proxima Midnight here, tier 11 with the 4 red. I did put the level 1 ISO 8 healer on her just to improve the overall sustainability and healing for the team. Leaving her at 40k here. As you can see here, the really big thing for her is T4ing her passive ability here, just because of the fact that ultimately this allows us to be able to improve the overall skills, but the really bottom line between level 4 and level 5 is giving that extra 30% focus to all her Black Order allies. This is crucial because our team is a lower power than the enemies we're facing up against, so it's extremely important to be able to be ready to be able to actually be able to apply our abilities on them, and this allows us to do that. So that's Proxima Midnight. Next, the bread and butter, the core of the Black Order team that's really going to dictate whether or not you can finish these 3 nodes from 2.7 to 2.8 and ultimately 2.9 is Ebony Maw. I do have him with the 65k here. Got super lucky with the 6 red. I don't have that unlocked yet, but I am gunning for that for the next unlock in the next running of it. But as you can see here, level 3 ISO 8 healer, just because of the fact that when you do upgrade to level 3, does provide for additional 10% boost to level 10. 10% maximum health increase here, as well as being able to apply active healing and increase his ability to be able to actually heal on his turn. So last but not least, let's talk about his T4s. I have it both on the special as well as his passive, just because of the fact that when you do T4 it, he is able to apply the defense up for 2 whole turns, which is really significant for keeping our team alive, in addition to keeping the offense down on the enemies. Last but not least, his passive here in terms of being able to T4 does give all his Black Order allies here 10% extra resistance here, so they gain total 30% as well as just ensuring that survivability once again. So that's for Ebony Maw here at tier 12. Next, the tank that's gonna be able to soak up damage and assist our team in terms of being able to improve survivability is called Obsidian here. Almost 37k here with the 3 red. I do wish I had more yellow stars on him. Unfortunately, he was only obtainable through the Blitz. I do have the level 2 here, Ice Fortifier for the ISO 8, just because of the fact that level 2 does give him an extra 10% of health, increasing overall survivability and his tankiness. And as you can see here, for his skill wise, I did T4 his passive here just because of the fact that when done so, not only does he get an extra 50% damage, but additionally him and all his allies gain 10% extra max health too. So really, as you guys can see here, the general pattern is really increasing their overall survivability just due to the fact that we are doing this with a lower power team. Last but not least here, Corvus Glaive at almost 36k here with the 5 red. Got lucky with this as well. As you can see here, consistent with Proxima, I do have a level 1 ISO 8 healer. Again, just to increase the overall healing and sustainability of the team. And fortunately for Corvus here with the tier 11 gear, no T4s on him. So he's really just going to be helping out extra damage, really synergizing with Proxima Midnight. Last but not least, doing a lot of research, and I've seen a lot of players to say, hey, you may not even need a 5th character for this last node, but honestly, for me, I like to take advantage of the fact that we have that opportunity. So for me, consistent with the last node, I am bringing on board my Red Skull here. Couple reasons, right? First and foremost, having the 4 red here with almost 34k. I do got the level 1 ISO 8 healer as well, consistent with my previous characters. But really, Red Skull is going to be bringing on distractions, summoning his Hydra minions with a chance to bring on potentially 3, just to really distract, apply healing to our team, increasing the overall survivability. And really, he's just a target to bring on more targets for the team, so that way our team is actually protected. So he operates very similar to Loki. Unfortunately, he doesn't shroud his team, right? But I was able to use Red Skull to the fullest here, so it definitely did work out for me. So with that being said, you guys, that is my team. So let's dive right into the gameplay of this node.
Unfortunately for this node as well, we also do get the addition of Thanos. So finally, with our Black Order team and Thanos, we were able to use, empowered Thanos to our advantage. So as you can see here, 212k team. That's my roster right now. Let's dive right into the actual gameplay, you guys. You will also see as well, this will be one of the few times we actually are finally facing up against Doom, being able to see his skills and abilities more up against, and therefore we do have to be sure to be able to be mindful of that. Fortunately for this node as well, it is an operator round, so we just have to make sure our operator stays alive. So let's go ahead. We're going to use our ability here with Empowered Thanos to finish off that Doom clone. You're going to see that we are up against Drax right from the get-go. So what we want to do ideally is, if we're able to take away Drax's taunt positive there, just to make sure that we are able to attack Graviton as well as the other guys there. But unfortunately, that doesn't work. So let's go ahead, start off the battle with the defense up, offense down, ensuring both those Human Torches over there are kept under bay, making sure their damage is mitigated. But unfortunately, won't be able to do much until the taunt is down. And you see that Doom does summon more clones as well. So we just got to be mindful of that. Fortunately, if needed, you know, obviously our Corvus can actually bypass that taunt by attacking the lowest health target. But not a big deal right now. But you can see that our Red Skull almost did just die. So fortunately, we summoned those clones. And with that being said, that is turn 1 now officially for Operator. So far so good. It's all about keeping our guys alive, making sure that Doom is held, and making sure that he's kept under control. So unfortunately, his taunt does last quite a bit here. So you guys really just have to tough it out. As you can see there, finally the taunt was actually taken away. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to use Thanos' ultimate there to do some damage. And what we want to do right now, you guys, is definitely apply that heal, making sure our Red Skull is healed up, just because if we want to 3-star this and farm Proxima Midnight, we got to make sure we unlock this node with all our characters alive. So go ahead, finish off Drax, get him out of the way, and finally we can start our attack on just Human Torch, because of the fact that, you know, he does have a lot of higher DPS there. Another thing to be mindful of too, though, however, yeah, just be mindful of the fact that, you know, we do have to ensure Graviton's not, you know, fortunately he is quite low on health as well. So we can go ahead, we can stun him, making sure that, you know, his damage is not there. We can go ahead now and just finish off that Doom target. You want to focus the Doom guys first, just because of the fact that their minions actually fuel the damage for Doom. So we want to make sure that he never has a clone available for damage. Additionally, though, we got to be mindful of the Human Torches there. So I'm going to go ahead, finish off that one. And now you guys can see, due to my timing and installing, it is now turn 2. So we also just got to keep in mind of the turn meter here, right? So let's go ahead now, after finishing off them, let's go ahead and finish off that last Doom target, really keeping Doom under bay here, making sure he's not actually being able to use his abilities. Last but not least, now with those guys out of the way, Graviton, that Human Torch, let's finish off this last torch here. And as you can see, as each turn goes by, you know, another Doom bot is actually summoned. So after we take down Human Torch, we are going to want to focus him. Again, you know, that's really going to be the key. I think the hardest thing about this node is I think a lot of players just won't understand the dynamic of you know, like, is it better just to keep them alive, or should we focus or prioritize them? And I'm saying you should definitely prioritize taking down those Doom bots, because they really do fuel Doom's damage, and if they're alive, they give him options, right? So that's why we're still doing quite okay here. So at this point, while Doom's gone, we're just going to go ahead then and just finish off Koraf here, just because he's able to actually ability block us and whatnot. He's dangerous, so we'll go ahead. We'll use, once again, Thanos' ultimate here, just to cost me AoE damage as well. In addition, I'm not a huge fan of Drax just because he can keep taunting, so let's go ahead. We're going to go ahead and finish him off, but once again, Doom's turn. He does summon another Doom bot. And you guys know the drill. We're going to go ahead now, and we're going to, well, first of all, let's finish off Drax. Just because of his taunt, we don't want to make sure that, you know, he's not obviously getting our way. And then we'll go ahead, activate Ebony Maw's special here, apply defense up, offense down. And we're going to finish off the Creed just because he's kind of already there already. And Red Skull here just to bring out those extra targets for us. And once again, we finish off the Doombot at the same time, also applying damage. So there you guys have it. You know, not as crazy as everyone makes it out to be, because there you guys have it. That is the 3-star right there. It's really about stalling, making sure that you guys can survive the hits up until the very end. And as you can see here, you could probably do with a lower team. I was able just to survive the hits, but there you guys have it. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I do appreciate your guys' time. That is the final chapter to that's the final note to chapter 2 here. So thank you for watching, and I will start officially farming Proxima Midnight. Thank you guys, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.